Are you ready to get in on the content marketing bandwagon this year? Or have you been trying out content marketing, but you have been wasting your time? Stick around. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of strategies and tips on what you should be focusing on this year for content marketing. First of all, what is exactly content marketing? Well, basically it means that you, as a business owner, need to create content in various forms in order to showcase your expertise, bring brand visibility to your followers, and basically expand your brand reach so that more people will find you and get to know you more. So some of the content that I'm referring to in content marketing is essentially creating blog articles or creating videos and creating social media posts, anything where you are creating content. Content is images, written text, and other kind of media that is going to showcase your expertise in some fashion. So for 2018, why is it so important to be focusing on content marketing? Well, one of the reasons is that content marketing is definitely working as far as helping you build that brand visibility. And so the key is, though, is to be very strategic about your efforts. You don't want to be just randomly creating blog posts and throwing them up on your blog and forgetting about it. And so what I want to do with you today is share some tips and strategies on helping you be more strategic with your efforts. Understanding the why that you are creating content is super important. You don't want to, again, just randomly create something just for the sake of creating it. Again, be more strategic with what you're creating and always keep in mind of who your target market is so that whatever you're creating, you're talking to the right people so that you're attracting them more into your sphere of influence. And at the end of the day, you want to be creating that know, like, and trust factor with them, right? That's all what we want to do is know, like, and trust. That is what we want to accomplish with our content. So in our attempts at creating content that develops the know, like, and trust factor with our followers, we want to create high quality content because we want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward in front of our ideal target market. So we want to be more strategic with our content distribution. With Facebook recently announcing that our page visibility is going to be reduced depending on the kind of content that we are creating, we want to make sure that we're not just relying solely on Facebook or other social media channels that can change their algorithms at any whim, and also rely on other distribution channels for our content marketing. The biggest one is, of course, your list. You want to be building a list and sending your content to that list on a regular basis. So when we're creating our content, personalization is one of the big things that we want to pay attention to for this year. So personalization means that we want to be more authentic with our content and we want to actually bring more of our personality into the mix. So less about stats and facts and more about your personality, bringing stories into what you're talking about and letting people know who you are as a person. People relate more to people as they do to brands. The other thing that you want to be doing a lot of this year is videos. Videos are still a very hot topic, and especially Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and I understand that LinkedIn is starting to roll out the ability to upload videos, so native videos. So you really want to make it an effort to try and incorporate more and more videos into your strategy this year for content marketing. It is, at this point in time, your best bet on reaching the most amount of people and getting the best message across. Another big thing that's happening lately is the chatbots that we're seeing more and more of, especially on Facebook. This is something you want to get your marketer to do or research yourself. It's something that is a hot topic right now, and so something worth looking into and seeing if your business can really benefit from using chatbots. The other thing that you would want to incorporate a little bit more of this year, if you don't already, is podcasts. Podcasts are a little bit easier than videos because podcasts are just your audio, but of course you want to be recording audio in a good quality. But it is a great way to get your message out without having to be in front of the camera, without having a studio set up. So that's something worth considering this year. Or you can also take your videos, the audio portion of your videos, and create podcasts out of that. So repurposing content is also a really good strategy to consider. And speaking of repurposing content, that is also something that you would want to think about doing this year. Old content. And this is something that if you've been writing blog posts for several years now, this is a perfect opportunity for you to go back to those old blog posts, take them, give them a new fresh feel, bring some stories into it, update it, make sure the information is current, get rid of the old one, and republish the new blog post as new and fresh content. That is an excellent way of taking advantage of old content that is still good, but now we have that opportunity to put some more life into it, bring in that authenticity, bring in your personality, bring in your storytelling, and bring more life to those old posts that you have sitting around from years ago. And lastly, the most important thing that you want to consider in your content marketing goals for this year is being consistent. Consistency is super important. People will forget about you if they don't hear from you very often. So I recommend that you create yourself a content marketing calendar and pre-plan what you're going to be talking about each week, each month, and stick to that schedule. Make a commitment to yourself and to your business that this is what you're going to do this year, and do it. And of course, a part of that content marketing schedule is also being very consistent with your newsletters. Make a commitment to not only yourself, your business, but also to all of the people who put their hand up and said, yes, I want to hear from you. Tell me more about your industry and share some of your knowledge with me. And through that consistency, you will get your returns on your efforts. So following these kinds of strategies and tactics and tips will help you get your content marketing goals for 2018 a little bit more consistent and organized. So I know that that is something that I'm going to be focusing on this year as well. As you see, I'm changing some of the sets here with my video eTips, and I'm shifting things around a little bit. So watch, and if you like what I'm doing here, please go ahead and click the subscribe button that's going to show up on the next screen, and also explore some of the other eTips that I have provided over the last few years. There's a few recommendations there for you to look at that are related to content marketing in case you need some more information about that. And do please leave a comment as well. I want to hear from you. Please let me know what your content marketing questions are, what your struggles are, and share what your successes are as well, what's working well for you, and let's get a dialogue happening about that. So that's it for today's eTip. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.